Hi everyone, welcome back to Abroad Talk Show with Noreen. Today we have Ms. Maria Hussain, Regional Manager of the University of Western Australia. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Alright, first of all, we are very grateful to you for holding such a wonderful session for all the students. I'm sure your insights are going to help them a lot in making informed decisions for their future. However, since it's Friday, we know not a lot of students could make it here. So this video, we are making this with the aim of reaching out to each and every student out there. So again, thank you for being here with us.
Great.
So shall we get started?
Definitely.
All right. So for starters, I'm sure many viewers already know about UWA, more so because it's a member of the elite Geo8 universities. However, for those who do not know, could you give us an introduction to the university?
Sure. So University of Western Australia, it's number 1 in Western Australia, Perth. And you can say it's a group of 8 universities ranked 77 in the world.
Wow.
There are many subjects where the UWA is ranked in top 50, like agriculture sciences, psychology, social sciences, and many more. We are also one of the top-notch universities in terms of accreditation. Like we are 4th in terms of our business school boss ranking. We are also accredited by AACSB, ICWES and Prime as well. Our School of Engineering is accredited by Engineers Australia. Our computer sciences and IT program are accredited by Australian Computer Society.
Wow.
Even social work is also accredited by Association of Social Worker. So all the programs that UWA offer are actually well accredited and globally recognized.
Right. So when it comes to rankings, it's a no-brainer. UWA is the top choice. So, okay, speaking of that, can we know what are some of the top choices when it comes to courses, especially among, South Asian students? And could we get a rough idea of the tuition as well?
Right. So, in Nepal, I have seen that there is a very deep research going on right now in agriculture sciences and environmental sciences sector. So, for agriculture and environmental sciences, we are actually ranked in top 30s. We have masters and bachelors both in agriculture sciences and environmental sciences. In fact, we have another program which is agriculture economics, where students can actually opt for the specialization into agribusiness or economics. So other than these sectors, there is a great scope of civil engineering, mining. As you know,
Right.
Perth is a hub of mining.
True.
Right. Then architecture. Yes, architecture is also one of the popular domain at UWA. Then there are programs into biotechnology. There's a very good scope in Perth on biotechnology. You can actually specialize amongst synthetic biology, genetics, genomics, and many more. Biomedical sciences, health sciences, psychology, business psychology is growing very fast. Yeah, so there's now a field where students, if they want to divert to a corporate sector, they can choose business psychology, and then they can work in the multinational companies as a HR or as a marketing executive also. Business analytics is also one of the very popular and demand program. Seeing the growth in the industry of the skill requirement of business analytics, it is also emerging a lot.
Definitely.
Data sciences, IT, and in terms of engineering, I mentioned mining, but there is also scope of electrical, mechanical, and environmental engineering also.
Right.
So other than environmental science, there is an environmental engineering also.
Yeah, very interesting courses, like such a unique, amalgamation, right? Environmental engineering and business psychology, right? Something that I've not heard a lot in other universities.
Right.
So how about the tuition, ma'am? So just a rough idea.
Right. The tuition fee varies from program to program. You can find a program for $38,000 to $39,000 as well as $49,000. There are certain programs which are more prestigious and a bit more higher on the tuition side. So it would vary from $39,000 to $49,000 Australian dollars, depend on which program you are applying for.
Right.
Other than that, the program duration also varies. Bachelor program might be 3 to 4 years. A master's program can be for 2 years or 1.5 years also that you can choose to opt.
Right, right. Okay, so since we are talking about tuition, another very important aspect when it comes to, money matters. So scholarships. So how can students compete for scholarships? Because like UWA is such a huge name in itself, right? And going there, let's be real, like from a typical South Asian family, even we will, there will be some sort of struggle when it comes to money. So how about scholarships, if we can get an idea on that as well?
So the best part is students, they don't have to compete for scholarship. They just have to apply early.
All right.
So if you apply early, you will be able to get the scholarship based on your academic merits. We offer Global Excellence Scholarship, which will be 6,000, 10,000, 12,000. But to accept the scholarship, there is a deadline. So that's why I said you need to apply early. You have to be fast. If you're applying now and you're meeting the criteria, you will definitely get the scholarship. It's not like you have to compete with other students who have a higher grade, or compete with the students who have work experience. You have the grades which are required for the scholarship, you'll definitely get the scholarship, but you have to accept the scholarship early.
Right.
So for the students who are applying for February, this is my message, that there is a deadline of 13th of December. So if you right now approach Study Square, you will be able to apply, submit your application well on time, get an offer with the scholarship, as well as accept the offer on time.
Sounds nice. So students, the early bird gets the win, basically, right?
Yes.
So December 13th is the deadline for the February intake, right? So yeah, be quick, first come, first serve, right? And the scholarship is yours. So okay, so overall, what's the eligibility requirements like? Now again, like I think from course-wise it's to be different, but any rough idea overall?
So UWA is very flexible in their criteria, and they actually review the overall holistic profile of the students. But there would be a basic standards also that student might need to meet. Mostly the courses require at least 60% on an aggregate if your pass marks is 40%, to give you an idea. But there will be specific subjects which might require higher, and this is postgraduate courses I'm talking about. Undergraduate courses again varies from course to course, whether if it is a Bachelor's of Arts or Bachelor's of Business, it would be more lenient. But if you talk about engineering or advanced computer sciences or medicine program, the requirement would be higher.
Right, definitely. All right. So moving on, ma'am, another major concern for any international student would be accommodation, right? So are there any on-campus housing at UWA? And if so, like in some other universities, we've discovered like most first-year students it's like compulsory for them to stay on campus. So is there any rule at UWA? Or
no.
How is it?
So see, there might be a possibility there's a first year student, but he have relatives over there. But he pay for the on-campus accommodation when they can live with the relatives. So we don't have that hard and fast rule that you have to live on campus. But yes, we do have on-campus accommodation. We have 5 different residential colleges where you can book a long-term accommodation. There are accommodation options that we have now open in the CBD also, which would be off-campus, but that's like university accommodations. Like Switch is there. So there are many more in the CBD that student can book to live over there. But then I also encourage students to be open for all sorts of accommodation, whether on campus, off campus, because on campus accommodation again is first serve, first serve basis. So you apply early, there will be a surety that you might get the on-campus accommodation, but if you're applying late, then there is a possibility that on-campus accommodation are already full. But the best part of on-campus accommodation is that it includes everything. Like you don't have to pay separately for electricity bill, separately for water. It includes everything. It even includes your meals. So accommodation like Uni Hall have a flexibility of 14 meals because some students, they might prefer eating outside in a week for some time. But then there are other accommodation where they provide 21 meals per week. So it's like 3 meals per day, 7 days. So you do the math. So other than that, you get support system also. You can request for tutorial support, or You can book actually a boardroom for a group discussion or a project. You have access to library, you have access to computer lab, you have free Wi-Fi access, you don't have to pay extra for a Wi-Fi connection.
Right.
So there are a lot of support system on campus, so that's why all students would prefer living on campus.
Definitely.
And that's why we suggest the student to apply early, because it's on-campus accommodation is a very lot high in demand. You know,
It makes life easier as well for the students. Right?
Exactly.
And I really like the flexibility, like
Right.
because like there are other universities that I've heard of that, you know, they make it compulsory for the first year students, although it comes out of, you know, it comes from a good thought, you know, thinking about the security of the students, but then, you know, offering that flexibility is also good, because again, they might have relatives around, right? So why would they want to put in their money into something unnecessary, right? So yeah, that's really nice about UWA, I think, and yeah, something new from what I've been hearing recently from other universities. So okay, so speaking of facilities, another very important factor when it comes to international students would be, you know, like they are in a new country, away from family, they might feel overwhelmed at times, you know. So how about, you know, maybe something like mental health counseling? Are there any support services of that sort at UWA?
There are. So, you know, international students, when they arrive over there, they're super excited.
Yeah, definitely.
3 weeks would be, the first 3 weeks would be like the best time of their life. They will be exploring new places, new events, you know, a very happening life on campus, because the orientation week also going on, meeting new people. So first 3 to 4 weeks, but when people get busy with their academics and their assignments, that is the time when they start missing their families.
Definitely.
So we have healthcare centers and you know, clubs where students can easily you know, connect, and they do multiple activities to keep the student engaged, so that you know, they remain similarly, their excitement level remains the same.
Right.
And they actually decorate the entire place, students all together. There's like, it's a fun place over there. There's foosball, video games.
Oh wow.
They actually enjoy over there.
Right.
They come together, they interact with other students also. They share their peace of mind. They get counseling also. They get support also.
Right.
So there are senior students also, as well as senior counselors also, who are there to support and help them if they need any help or any assistance. So all those facilities actually makes or helps the student to have a very streamlined transition from their home country to Australia. Slowly and gradually, once they spend at least 2 months or 3 months there, they will get adapted and adjusted very easily.
Yeah, so they need not worry about feeling homesick.
Homesick, yes.
So yeah, even
homesick part, actually students in Perth don't feel homesick.
Oh, okay.
The reason why is because the time difference is so less.
Right.
They don't have, like, it's not like, you know, in London when your parents here are sleeping, you are awake, and when you are sleeping,
Vice
they are
versa.
awake, vice versa. Even you know, in Sydney, Melbourne also, it's like 5 hours time difference. There is a possibility that your father is home at 8 o'clock and free to call you, but there it is 2 in the night.
Right.
Whereas in Perth, it would be 10 in the night. So they can easily give you a call and check on you, how are you feeling. The student can actually stay in touch with their family, friends, especially cousins and siblings.
Right.
Those are the most important people in your life, you know, you want to stay in touch with. So they can stay in touch with the, you know, the family in the real time and won't feel homesick.
That's nice. I did not know about that. Like, it never crossed my mind actually. So yeah, that's a great point. So again, students and I think their parents would also, you know, be relieved knowing this, right? So, okay, moving on, ma'am. Considering UWA's industry connections and Perth's high employability rate, how do you think, you know, that will benefit international students? And are there any, you know, such, since you're talking about, you know, different services, so are there any for students who want to work part-time on campus maybe? So anything which will help them look for such opportunities?
See, one thing I encourage every student who is going to UWA, that after your first year, apply for on-campus part-time job as UniBuddy.
Right.
So UniBuddy is one of the job which is very interactive. You get to speak with new students also, help the new student also. And the best part is, now when you are a new student, there will be students who are already there on UniBuddy. You can just go there online, chat with them, ask anything you want about, you know, the life over there, how faculties are, how study pattern is it very busy, is the workload lighter, are there any flexibility in the study load. So you can actually interact with the students who are experiencing what you are going to experience.
Right. They've already been through all that.
They've already been through. So, and once you are old, 1 year old over there, you can actually apply for those part-time jobs. Then we have a career guidance center where not just part-time job, you can seek support for internships also during your summer breaks.
Right.
So many students seek support to apply for internship in the industry itself. So many of the students, they actually don't know that Perth is basically a huge corporate hub. 1/4 of the companies which are listed in Australian Stock Exchange list have their head offices based out of Perth.
Oh, wow.
But if you compare the population comparative to Sydney, it's less. So there are more opportunities, but less competition.
Definitely.
So, and that also helps in, one, easy access to jobs and industries and networks, and higher salary slabs. And the competition is less, so the salary slabs are also higher. A student with a bachelor's degree from UWA can easily expect a $60,000 to $65,000 per year as a starting salary.
Right.
A student with experience, a PG course, let's say engineering, can expect a salary of $80,000 to $85,000 per year.
Amazing. So I think like Perth has the best of both worlds, right? Like lots of opportunities and less competition.
Yes.
On top of that, you have UWA on your CV. So, right, cherry on the cake. Right?
This is the right name for UWA, best of both the worlds. So you get a life where it is much more peaceful. It is not super expensive. It's affordable. But then you get the network or tie-ups in the industry. Or similar tie-ups that you can get in any
like bigger cities. Right. However, like minus the noise, the crowd and the noise, right? Okay, so considering Perth is such a it's a corporate hub, right? Like lesser known corporate hub, but it's like such a huge it's offering such big opportunities to students, right? Minus the competition. So I'm certain that there are a lot of international students out there, right? So how does UWA celebrate such cultural diversity? Like, are there any events or festivals that students can look forward to?
A lot of events happen that on campus. So the recent event happened was Diwali Mela, and I think they celebrated together with
Halloween. Right. Yeah. Oh, it happened on the same day.
Same day, yes. And there's a huge Hindi community that actually celebrates all the festivals. Then there's Buddhist community also over there. So whether it is festival, whether it is culture, or whether it's just an event a club wants to organize, there's always something or other happening on campus, which students can be a part of that. They will never get bored. They have something to keep themselves engaged throughout the year, and they also have the flexibility that if they want to come out of that engagement and focus on their studies, they have that flexibility also.
And they should be doing that. Right? Okay, so although we've already talked about this before, since you mentioned there's not much of a time difference, so students may not feel that homesick, right? So, but again, if we could come back to that, like no matter the time difference, right? When you're away from home, you tend to feel overwhelmed. You're out of your comfort zone, right? In a whole new country. So if you have any advice for such students, specifically those coming from India and Nepal.
My first advice is be open and approachable. Because once you're approachable, only then another person can help you out.
Right.
You are in a new country, and it is very much fair for you to seek support, ask questions, ask multiple questions. Don't think that what will they think, I'm asking so many questions. No. Every question is a helpful and good question. You'll get additional information with every question you ask. So don't worry. Think about yourself. Don't think what other person will think. Think what will benefit you. Be a little selfish.
Definitely.
Ask questions if you have, doubts before flying. What documents you need to take, what support you need. We do conduct an online virtual pre-departure for the students, so to make sure that they are aware of that. Then once you reach there, then there is a support system from student ambassadors who take you around place, tells you which lecture would be happening where, what faculty to approach, which department to approach for what kind of concern. And that's okay if you struggle because you're new. Like many times it happens that when I get some information first time, I might tend to forget that and might ask again. So always be open and ask question. That's my personal advice would be to all the students who are going. And you have a dream, so to fulfill that dream, do not feel scared.
Right.
So it's like similar to you, there might be other students also who might feel scared, but if you're confident, you might help them also.
Yeah, definitely. So it's your dream, your experience, your studies. You have to be selfish, right?
Yes.
Okay. So again, to conclude, ma'am, what is the one thing you believe students should absolutely know before stepping into UWA?
They should know that this is the best university and guaranteedly would be providing you a very good quality education. If you study hard and you perform well, you would be sure that you will be employable to any company in Western Australia. We have internship opportunities within the program as well as research opportunities, so you don't have to worry about that. And obviously we are always approachable, whether onshore team or us. We are a call or an email away to help and support all the students.
Definitely. There you have it, students. Thank you so much. We finally come to the end of this interview. So again, thank you, ma'am. Your insightful answers have definitely helped highlight UWA as a fantastic choice for South Asian students. And I hope all the viewers who are watching this video, I hope this session will also help you consider UWA for all your academic dreams. And whether it's a vibrant student life or top-notch education, career prospects, UWA has it all for you. Right?
Right.
All right. So again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. And in case you have any more questions, always feel free to visit your nearest Study Square branch or leave us a DM. And don't forget to apply to UWA through Study Square. Great. Again, thank you so much, ma'am. And thank you everyone for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.